welcome to my channel. My name is Candace. As you could probably tell from the title of this video, I want to just talk about how I studied for my NCLEX, what tools I used, what my days looked like, how long I studied for each day, and how I passed it. First of all, a little bit about myself. I'm a newly graduated nurse. I just graduated school. I started nursing school at a local college, and I went from January 2021 to December of 2022. So I just graduated just a couple of months ago. I went for 2 years and got my ADN. So I graduated in December of 2022, and then I studied for the NCLEX all through January. So I enjoyed the holidays, and I just was like, I want to enjoy my family and just enjoy being done with nursing school finally and having some freedom. So that's what I did. So I had like 2 weeks, I guess. When you graduate, it's like the weight is lifted off because you're not in school anymore. You don't have to do clinical, you don't have to wear ugly scrubs, you don't have to have a test every week. You guys know. So it feels so nice to finally be like, oh, like I'm done with that. But then it's a smidge stressful because there's all this stuff, like you have to apply for a license, you have to like schedule your NCLEX, but before you schedule it, you have to get like approval, you have to get a background check, you have to get your fingerprints, there's all these things, and it's not anything hard, but it's just tedious, and you have to do it in order to take the NCLEX. You're doing all that on top of studying for the NCLEX, and it can be kind of wild. So I didn't worry about NCLEX stuff, I just was living life. And then the start of January, I started studying, and I bought a couple of things. I'll get into that in a second. So start of January, I started studying, and then I scheduled my NCLEX, which brings me into my next topic. What did I use to study for the NCLEX? So my school, all throughout our program, they prepared us with and use a study tool called, oh my gosh, I literally forgot the name of it because it's out of my brain forever. I don't care about it. Let me think. What was it called? It's called ATI. I feel like a lot of nursing schools use this, but ATI. We use that all throughout nursing school, and honestly, I think they help in your professor's exams. I definitely think that they help. Maybe some can be applicable to like real life as well, real life scenarios. But for the NCLEX, no. All throughout school, I used that. We had to. But as soon as it was my time to like study on my own, I didn't even pay attention to ATI. Not because it's bad, not because I didn't think it was helpful, like I said prior in this video. There were things that were beneficial, but not for the NCLEX. I didn't have like a super strict set schedule, but I tried to do something every day. The only resource that I used two actually. I used UWorld, and I listened to Mark Klimek lectures, all of them, listened to all of it, took notes. I didn't have a hard time at all finding any of his lectures. I would just look on YouTube. There's a ton posted there. For UWorld, I bought the one that is 2 practice assessments, and I think you get like 2,000 questions, and then maybe it's like 1,700, and then 300 are next gen questions. I did all of my practice questions, all of them. I did them on non-study mode, I think it is, and I think it was non-timed because I knew that the real test was gonna be just like one of your professor's exams. It doesn't show you if you got it right or wrong, you just go to the next one. So I wanted to kind of prepare myself more for that. So I did that, I did all my practice questions, and then I did my self-assessment to see like where I was at or my probability of passing the NCLEX 2 days before. So I took my NCLEX on a Friday, and I did this practice test on a Wednesday. So I did that, and I got like a 96% like pass rate. So I was like, whew, okay, cool, I'm pretty happy with that. That doesn't guarantee anything, but I just feel like it was a confidence booster. Here's the thing though, I didn't even use both my assessments. I probably should have, but but I just ran out of time. I didn't have time to do any more questions. And I kind of started studying late. Like some of my friends in my cohort, they were studying for the NCLEX starting in like September, October, and I didn't do that. I don't really know why. I felt like one thing at a time. I have the mindset of like, I was in nursing school and I was like cranking it away and just like going hard at it. And as much as I wanted to be prepared for the NCLEX, my mind was on passing nursing school first. To me, in my mind, and this is different for everybody, this was just me, it was like, if I don't pass this class, or if I don't study for this class, I will not be even taking the NCLEX, you know? So that was kind of my thought process in it, was one step at a time. So I used that, long story short, I used UWorld and Mark Klimek. So moving on to the actual test day. Good morning. It is February 3rd. Ooh, this looks spooky. It's like 8:30, 8:20. Today's my NCLEX. So I got ready. I'm getting everything ready to go. I'm gonna eat some breakfast, just something very light. My sister Kayla is driving me, so I'm gonna print something off that I can just review. So I'm gonna print that off. I'm gonna let the dogs out and then I'm gonna put them away. That's what I'm doing this morning. So we just got off the exit and oh, I see it. It's that building.
What building?
That big building. We are literally pulling in right now. I was just kind of looking over some stuff and we were just talking and I just got so nervous. But we are so early, which I'd rather be early than late, but we are very early. It's 9:48.
Turn left, then you will arrive at your destination.
Thank you. It's 9:48 and I'm supposed to be 30 minutes early, so like 10:30. But maybe I'll go in a couple minutes earlier if they'll let me.
We found it though.
Oh gosh, I'm nervous.
Wow. How did you know that was it?
Because I was like Google stalking it.
I was like, I would have never found that in 1,000.
And
you're just like, that's it.
And they gave directions. Great. So anyway, we're just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait here until I need to go in. Make sure I have everything. So this was stressful, I cannot lie. But I was trying to relax. I mean, I had never been to the testing center that I went to, and my testing center is like an hour away from me, and it's just like so legit. You already have to take a huge test that you paid a lot of money for, that you're traveling an hour away, all this jazz, and you're just like nervous that they're gonna be big and bad and just like, oh, sorry, you didn't do this right, so you can't take it today, and then you have to like wait and reschedule it again. So it's just very stressful. But I'm here to tell you that, in my case anyway, the testing center that I went to, they were just really nice and inviting, and walking into that was very, I feel, beneficial for me. How they kind of do it is they scan your like hand, like you put your hand on this thing and it like reads your fingerprints or something like that. She took my picture, she took my ID, she had me put all my stuff in like a little locker thing. And then she took my phone and put it in like this plastic bag thing. It was just weird. It was like sealed, and then she took it. She took my phone, and it was very strange, but it was fine. Then she was like, well, we have a couple spots actually open right now, because it was like 10:15 when I went in there. My appointment was at 11. So she was like, okay, walk back there. You're gonna get patted down by security. And then she gave me a marker and a whiteboard, and she took me in there. She took me in, and it was just a room of computers. I was like, all right, let's do this. I went into it and I told myself, I'm going to act like I am taking all, I think it's 145 questions or 165. I'm acting like I'm taking all of the questions, because if I get to 75 questions and it does not shut off, I'm gonna start panicking. I'm gonna just start to doubt myself and blah, blah, blah. So I just told myself, I'm going in there, I'm taking all of the questions, and that's it, period. When I got to 75 and I was about to submit it, I was like, okay, It's either going to shut off or I'm gonna keep going. And whatever it is, it's fine. It's fine. So I just like took a deep breath and I hit submit, and then it canceled me out. And then it went to like you're officially done with your NCLEX and answer these questions, the survey if you would like, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't answer it because I was like, peace out, I want to get out of here and get some food. Part of me felt really good because I was done, but the other part was like, felt like I didn't know anything on the exam. So that was terrible. The going in process was actually really nice. Kayla was right, it was very chill. They obviously, like, I had to do stuff and they had to pat me down and do all that jazz, but it was very chill. And the lady was really nice. The front desk lady was like, she made it. I was like, okay. But anyway, I got in there and got to my first question and was fine. And then the second question hit and I was like, oh, that's not good. They got me in earlier, so I finished a little bit earlier than, or I got to start a little bit earlier, but I finished in like an hour. That was pretty fast.
You texted me at 11:41
and maybe a little over an hour. I probably started at 10:30, honestly.
Okay.
So it took me about an hour and 10 minutes max. So yeah, it was hard and would not recommend. 0 out of 10 would recommend. So my thing shut off at 75. Which is either a good thing because it's like it proved that I was competent and was like, okay, cool, or actually very terrible and I just screwed everything up because it was like, you have missed every single question and so we're gonna just, you're deleted, you're canceled. You're canceled. So it could be really great or it could be really bad, but that goes for anything. So I don't know. I can't think of it anymore. My results, I'm going to be checking like a crazy person, but my results probably will not be in until like Sunday.
I have a good feeling about it.
Kay has a good feeling. It'll be fine, and if I have to take it again, I know the drill now, and I feel a lot more comfortable and a lot better, but hopefully that's not the case. So we're going to go get Chick-fil-A in Cold Stone, and I'm going to just, eat our sorrows away. Like I said prior, I think 25 questions I felt very, very confident on. The other questions I was like, what does this have even to do with being a nurse or taking care of people? And I just was like, I cannot believe that we're being, sorry, I keep doing that. My hair is being very annoying. You know, I just cannot believe that I was tested on some of this stuff. After that, like I said, I was half and half. I was so excited to be done, but also I just was like, man, I think I did so bad that they were like, this girl does not know what she's talking about, and we're gonna let her get to 75 and then we're gonna boo her out because she is whack. So after that, I did do the pop-up, the good pop-up and the bad pop-up. I did that. And I actually got a bad pop-up. So I was like freaking out. So I already felt like I didn't do good. And then a couple days later, I think it was Saturday, I did the pop-up thing where you like put your name in and you like try to schedule another exam. So when I did that, it went to like the credit card information and it was ready to go, and I was like, cool, you know, so I got the bad pop-up. I found my results out on Sunday, so that was 48 hours later, and I'll put it in here. This was footage of me like recording myself finding out. Not available yet. Results not available. Oh gosh. Okay. My results are up. I'm gonna purchase them. Freaking way. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My heart is beating so fast right now. Oh my gosh. I'm like shaking. I'm gonna go upstairs and show Tyler. Babe.
Good job. I knew it.
So, yeah. I found out my results and I was stoked. I was so happy. I felt like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders because then I didn't have to worry about it. It was the worst weekend of my life just because I had to wait and wait and wait and wait, and there was nothing I could do about it. So yeah, that is my NCLEX story, a little bit of it, I guess, and how I did pass with 75 questions. And I think the biggest takeaway is, yes, study, but also just try your best to control your test anxiety, because I think that makes worlds of a difference. Just learning to breathe and to realize like it is okay. No matter what, it is okay. And also you can do it. I hope that this video helps, and if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. I would love to start conversation with you. And I look forward to doing another one of these videos. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.